Good morning. How are you today? Um, where do I start? I decided to finally make an attempt to do a bona fide get ready with me video. Now, there's something that you need to understand. My bad eyesight kind of stops me from being able to put makeup on in front of the camera. So this is kind of going to be a little unconventional in that I'm going to do a lot of pausing and then I'll explain how I did everything. Or I'll explain how I do everything and then there will be a lot of pausing. But anyway, this this is me without any makeup on. Yes, wrinkles, blotchy skin and all. Um, I did take care of a few things first. I did I did wash my face, and in the morning when I wash my face, I know this is going to sound weird. I only use water. That's it. Because my face is clean from the night before. I do a lot of scrubbing and exfoliating with a face cloth at night. So all my makeup is basically gone. And all I need to do in the morning is just throw on some water and splash some water. But after that, here's I've been using this live hydration serum for the past 3 weeks. And I have to say, I'm really liking it a lot. I didn't really notice much until I went to get my face waxed. Um, and Kim, the lady who waxes my face, said that my skin looked really good lately. And I have to say, I think that these live serums, I do have three of them, are working. Okay, so after that, I applied a light moisturizer. Now, this moisturizer that I use today, also by Live Skincare. I know I sound like a commercial, but I don't mean to be. Um, this is kind of thick stuff and it's very creamy. So I just applied a little of it to my face for extra hydration. Um, my skin is really dry and my eyes being so sensitive, it's really hard for me to find a decent moisturizer that's not going to get into my eyes and irritate it. Lucky enough, this moisturizer does not irritate my eyes. So, next, what I do is I usually check my face to see if I have to pluck any stray hairs. And today, my face is unsightly, annoyingly haired free. There's no lady whiskers. There's no upper lip hairs. So I'm looking pretty good today. Now, next I use a primer. However, hold on a second. However, I've been using this Embryo as a primer. All the experts, not me, say that it works great as a primer, and I have been using this since November as a primer. I can actually put this on camera so you can see. Here's all I have. And I'm blending it in really well. Oh God, I hate these dumbass notifications that come up. Okay, so I have my primer on. And once again, it's Embryolisse Late Creme Concentrate. Okay, it's really good stuff because it's a multitasking product. So, next, where did it go? See, this is the thing about having everything on my desk. I can't find anything. Hold on 1 second. Oh, here it is. I swear. I'm the worst at this. So next I have the Liquid Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. Now, this was too yellow to use on my skin as a concealer, so I'm not going to throw anything out. I always try to find a fix for everything. I put this on my eyelids because it works as a base for everything else that I'm going to put on my eyes. So let me try this. I don't know if this is going to work. So I just apply it and I pat it in all over my lids. This is a good buy. I think I paid like $6 or $7 for it at Ulta. And I think as a base for eyeshadow, it works really well. Went a little heavy handed there. Okay. Now, next, I can put this away. Now, next, I go for my holy grail. This well rested is a holy grail product for me. And I have been using it for over 10 years. If Bare Minerals ever discontinues this, I swear I will seek a lawyer and sue them because this is the greatest stuff. Now, it is a concealer and I don't use it underneath to conceal. What I do is I use it right here. You know where nose meets eye and you get that bluish gunk? That's where I use it. Hold on, I left my good brush over there. Now, this is the only this brush is only used for my well rested. I'd say maybe almost 15 years ago, my daughter and I ordered Vera Bradley brushes that came in a really great brush holder. And 15 years later, these brushes are still going strong. I still use them. It's crazy. So, anyway, oh, I hear Chippy. He's coming up to make an appearance. Anyway, here's the top. And you don't need much of this. You know how much I love this? I love this so much that I'm on auto delivery for this. It comes every 3 months, and damn if it doesn't run out after 3 months. So I just kind of put a little over here and then just blend the excess out. I'm telling you, this stuff is really, really good. So after that's all blended out, I do my eyes next. Oh, hold on. Let me put my glasses back on because I really can't see. Chippy, stop. Your bone is over there. Chippy. So anyway, what I wanted to say before I had a senior moment with Chippy. Oh, yeah. When I do my makeup and when I get ready every morning, I get ready in my pajamas because I am not going to ruin a good sweater or a good shirt getting makeup on it. Because trust me, I am an accidental slob and I have makeup accidents like every single morning. I will either drop something or something will spill or just whatever. So, why in the world would I put a good sweater on or a good shirt on to do my makeup? And I make no bones about it. What you see is what you get. No filters, no nothing. This is pure, pure unattractiveness, but it will be attractive soon. Okay? So that's it for the well rested. Now, next, I'm going to do my eyes. And since today is one of those days where I'm just going to sit around doing blog posts after I finish this, I'm going to go for a very neutral eye look. And I'm going to use Tartelette in Bloom. I really like this because there are some really decent neutrals, and this kind of just fits my everyday look, if you will. So let me get a brush or or 10 I have a lot of brushes, and in this little carry-all, I have most of the brushes that I use on my eyes. I purchased this at Nordstrom. It was part of an Urban Decay brush pack, but as you can see, there's a lot of room for other brushes. So what I'll do, I'll take this brush because it's nice and thick. It's got a lot of space. The glasses come back off, and I'll go in and I'll use like a transitional color. And I'll just very lightly put it on my lid and halfway to my brow bone. Now, I kind of have semi-hooded eyes, and because I'm cross-eyed and I have amblyopia and strabismus, my eyes are not the same size. So my eye makeup always looks slightly different on one eye than the other. But you know what? It is what it is. So here, I'm just doing it really lightly. I'm patting it in. And yes, I don't do this all the time. Maybe I should, but I don't because I think if you pat lightly, there's no reason to do this and waste product. But that's just me. So let's see what I'm going to use next. I think it's time to pause this video and then I will be back to show you what I did with my eye and how I did it. Okay, so I'm going to pause. Okay. So after I did that whole like transitional shade, I went in and I applied Activist right above the crease. Now I applied this with this thinner brush and I tapped it in and then I blended it out with this Morphe brush. I'll tell you, I'm not crazy about Morphe brushes, but this Morphe brush to blend is really, really good. Now I'm going to put my glasses on again so I can tell you that for now, I'm done with this. And now I'm going to use a different palette, okay? The next palette that I'm going to use is my Subculture. I'm going to take this shade Rowdy and I'm going to put it on the bottom and kind of smoke out my under eye. And then I'm going to take Cube and put a little on my lid and under my brow bone. Okay, I will be right back so you can see. Okay, I stand corrected here. I ended up using Rowdy on the top, and I ended up using Mercury to line my bottom eyes. I think when you wear glasses, you can get away with using a heavier touch with eye makeup. So here it is without the glasses. And as you can see, it's pretty heavy looking, but don't worry. It'll all come together later when I'm done, okay? I ended up not using Cube yet, and I will do that once I put my lash primer on and my mascara. So hold on, and I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are done, and I tight lined my eyes. So let me explain something about the lashes. Hold on, can you see? I have to put my glasses back on. I love this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. It does something, it just does something extra with your lashes, and it helps to make the mascara just like adhere better to the lashes, giving them a little bit of a zhuzh that they may need if you are on the more mature side of the makeup users than the less mature side. For some reason, I have fallen in love with this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer and this Voluminous Mascara. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was younger, I had freaking thick lashes. They were great. I would have people asking me if I was wearing false lashes when I wasn't. But then, with the hair loss and the menopause, my lashes became very sparse. Um, Not gonna lie, back before the big like corporate shutdowns, I had a really good job and I was able to afford Latisse. And let me tell you something, Latisse worked wonders on my eyelashes. Like it was like having my old eyelashes back. But after that boom, nobody wants to hire anybody older than 50. So I'm not making the money that I used to make. Um, so I don't use the Latisse anymore. Anyway, I can't wear false eyelashes because the eyelash glue really irritates my eyes to no end. So I just use these two. Now, this isn't the only mascara that I own, but today this is what I'm using. And I don't believe in spending a lot of money on mascara because mascara is one of those products that after like a month or two, it's in the trash. So I refuse to spend a fortune and I always use drugstore mascara with a couple of with a couple of exceptions. Now, to tight line, I use this lasting line eye pencil. It's a gel eye pencil and it is by Bare Minerals. If you can see this little thin little tip, this works wonders. And I don't put eyeliner on my lids anymore because I find that as I've been pro aging, they make my eyes look as though they're a little bit smaller, and I'm still trying to get that larger eye look, if you will. So that's it. I'm going to do my brows. My brows are so weird. I used to have really thick ones. I don't know if you can see here. I have a scar here from Mohs surgery, which should be a lesson. Always use sunscreen when you go outside. I used baby oil and iodine, and I paid the price for it. But anyway, my brows aren't twins, and I never try to get my brows to look like twins. They have their own personalities, and that's what I like. It's kind of like Alfalfa from the Little Rascals with his little cowlick. He called it his personality. Look, I'm Alfalfa. Well, my eyebrows have their separate personalities. And I don't like the caboose look in eyebrows. I think for younger girls, the caboose look with the really thick eyebrows looks really, like, in many cases, it looks really good. But I think as you pro age, a little thinner on the brows looks good because I'm not taking the brow train anywhere. I want to keep the brows that I have. So I'll be right back and show you what I did. Okay, here we go. Now, when I told you that my brows have different personalities, I'm not kidding. Look, one brow is higher than the other. But you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. That's the way it is. And I'm not going to try to raise this brow when it's part of my wonky eye. So, like, that's kind of it. But anyway, here's kind of a close up of what they look like with my glasses off. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. This stuff, this is $18 and it lasts for years. When I say it lasts for years, I am not kidding you. I just purchased this maybe 6 months ago, and the first one that I had lasted me for years. I use the shade Ebony. I happen to love a dark brow. I don't care if I'm wearing blonde hair. I don't care if I'm wearing red hair. I don't care if I'm wearing purple hair. I don't care what color hair I'm wearing. I am sticking with the dark brows. And I'll tell you why. Because a shade like Ebony doesn't oxidize. I've tried many brown shades and many lighter shades, and they always oxidize into this like orange, like not very attractive orange looking. So I stick with dark brows. And I have to thank Anastasia Beverly Hills for making a dark, dark color because a lot of companies don't make a black or an ebony brow color. And like, that's why this is a holy grail. And what I do is I apply it with this brush by It Cosmetics. I've had this brush for, oh my God, I've had this brush, it's got to be at least 8 years. It applies the product beautifully. It has this little spoolie thing so I can, fool around with it. It's just a great, great brush. I can't use a brow pencil. They just don't work for me. And you got to do what works for you. So I'll be back and I'm going to start putting foundation on. And I use two, and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, this stick foundation is the best stick foundation I have ever used, ever. It is by Christopher Buckle. I ended up getting it perchance on a QVC purchase that I made of his vanity kit that was like $24. Let me tell you something, every freaking product in that kit is incredible. And this vitality is, it's like crazy good. I think with a stick foundation, since it can be thicker, it's all on how you apply it. Now, I am going to make a feeble attempt to do this on camera just so you can see. I don't know how it's going to work. I think I have to use my mirror because I really can't see. But this has a tendency, even though it's a cream, it's a like stick cream, it has a tendency to give like a luminous finish. So this is the first foundation that I use. And one of the reasons that I use two foundations is because when I'm going to work during the day, I don't reapply my makeup. It's like that's it. One once a day is all that counts. I don't carry makeup in my bag. I'll carry lipsticks and lip glosses, but as far as makeup goes, no, I keep all that stuff home. I call me lazy, but I truly believe that if you are applying your makeup well enough so that it doesn't fade during the day, you don't need to retouch anymore. Now, this looks a little pale, but trust me, after I have everything on, hopefully I won't look washed out. The shade is, oh my God, I think it's F3. I'm not sure. And I'm applying it with this Echo Tools brush. This is a great brush for cream, for any like stick or cream foundation or any cream blush or cream contour because it really gets in there. So I apply this and I'm pretty rough with this. I'm not exactly like ginger with this. And then I go over it with a damp beauty blending sponge. This one happens to be from Tarte. And I like this one from Tarte. The two sponges that I like a lot are the Real Techniques and the Tarte. I haven't used the Real Techniques in a while because I went through 5 of them because Chippy ate them. There's something in the makeup of the Real Techniques beauty sponges that my dog really likes. And he hasn't gone after this. So that's a good thing. Okay, so I blended in with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to go for another brush and I'm going to blend that in. Hold on. This brush is from Tarte and this is a great brush for buffing the foundation in. Okay. I just find that if you take your time to buff everything in, that it's going to look more natural and that it's really going to hide all the redness because I do have red blotches and my skin is super dry. So I don't want my makeup to cake up. That's right. Remember that song, Makeup to Break Up? It's like, makeup to cake up. That's all you do. First you love me, then you leave me. Remember that song? I can't remember who sang it, but makeup to cake up. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to pause this and come back with my second foundation. See? Look. I know the color in my house makes me look a little slightly washed out, but I just want you to see the finish on this because there is a luminosity, okay? And I want you to see how well this is blended without looking cakey. I will be right back. Hold on. Okay, now, next, I have the Ordinary's serum foundation, and this is the bottom of the barrel. Thank God I have 2 more in waiting. And I also have the Ordinary's cold press Moroccan argan oil. I always add a drop of oil to my liquid foundation. By the way, Wayne Goss is the one who recommended using the oil to the foundation, and Tati did too. Now, I like to mix it on this palette. I bought this on Amazon for $4.99. It was a great buy. And I apply it with, where did that brush go? I apply it with this foundation brush from It. This is a great foundation brush. I have a love-hate relationship with It Cosmetics. Some of their cosmetics are so horrible for me because I have super dry skin, but their brushes are crazy good. I'm telling you, the brand has great brushes. So I blend this foundation over the foundation that I just put on. And I also blend it in with this damp sponge. Hold on, I will be right back when I finish applying. Don't go away. Okay, so I blended all the foundation out. And I did use concealer today. I'll take my glasses off to show you. The concealer that I'm using today is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. It's a lot like the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's got a little tip, which I kind of like this one better because it's a lot narrower and it's also less expensive. I think this is about $5 or $6. I got it at Walmart. So it's pretty decent. And I just apply it under my eyes and on my nose because my nose gets really red. And under my eyes, I just like to brighten them a little. So I just blend in with the damp sponge. I know I look like a ghost, but trust me. Uh-oh. Hold on. I dropped the sponge. Oh, I know that I look like a ghost, but it's this lighting. Trust me, I'm going to try to put a bright lippy on so I don't look that bad. But in real life, the foundation is darker. And then I'll go over this again with a dry sponge. And then I will set it with this Christopher Buckle setting powder. I love this stuff, and I never used a setting powder until I ordered that vanity kit and it was included in it. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this. And I haven't looked back. It just blends in so well with the skin. It's white, it has a sifter, and I use the cheapo, sponge that came with it. I don't do anything fancy. As you can see, I have a lot on, but within 5 minutes, this stuff is going to disappear into the facial universe. But I do brush it off. I will be back to show you. Okay, so at this point, the foundation, the powder, the setting powder, like the concealer, everything's been put on. But I do want to mention that it's after I put the concealer on and set it with powder that I put mascara on my bottom lashes. And I always use these little sample size mascaras for my bottom lashes because they're just easier to work with. So if you're shopping or if you are sending away for anything and you do get a sample mascara for like as a gift or a giveaway, don't forget they're perfect for putting mascara on your bottom lashes. Can you see? Can you see? Oh, say, can you see? So that's it for the lashes. Now, next, I'm going to put a contour powder on. And what I'm using these days is this little mini Ola from Benefit Cosmetics. And this brush that I purchased at Sephora maybe about 4 years ago is great for this mini sized powder contour. I happen to like powder contour and I like cream contour too, but I like contouring simply because it gives definition to my face that um, is kind of defined by wrinkles. And I want to take that away and just give myself some good bone structure. So, what I do is I take the brush and hold on, I'm going to look in the mirror for this because I can't do this on camera that well. And I just kind of lightly apply the powder. Hold on, I will be blending it in with another brush. And I apply some more to the other side. As I said, for me, it's more about like shadows, okay? I do put some on my nose because I have a wide nose. And I like this Ola. Benefit does some really good face powders. For years, I used dandelion, and I really, honestly, I loved it. I used it as a blush during those years when I really didn't need too much blush, but now I need too much, so dandelion's not going to work. Hold on, I'll be right back after I blend everything, okay? I don't want to bore you any more than I've bored you. Okay, so I did blend the contour powder or bronzer, if you will, in with this huge brush from It Cosmetics. And I just, like I blended and I wasn't very, how can I say, I wasn't very soft to the touch. I get rough and ready blending this stuff in because I don't know, it just kind of works better for me. So that's it. Next, next I'm going to hit the blush. Okay. Now, I purchased this blush at TJ Maxx the other day. It's a blush trio and it's called Pool Party and it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So let me get my blush brush. Now, here's another Vera Bradley brush that goes back to the year of the flood. Um, Chippy snacked on it a long time ago. I have quite a few brushes that he snacked on, and I like a good blush. This is nice and bright without being too much. So let me show you how this looks. Surprisingly, as rough as I am with everything else, I'm pretty soft when it comes to the blush because I like to build it up. And I like to put it on the apples of my cheeks. So you can see that I do have some color on now. And you know what's really nice? This middle shade is nice and shimmery. And I think shimmer is nice. I know that there's a school of thought that says that old broads shouldn't wear shimmer, but I digress with that. I think old broads look great with a little bit of shimmer. So I'll just put that on. And I'm going to do some highlighter next. Yes, talking about shimmer, I don't think there's anything wrong with an old lady wearing highlighter. So today I'm going to use, hold on, I'm going to get my Jeffree Star because I think Jeffree Star is such a great naughty boy. He's so adorable and he's prettier than most of the women that I know. So let me get the brush that I use. I use this like $2 elf wet and wild brush to put highlighter on because I was using it with a Morphe fan brush, and after I washed it, the brush was good for nothing. Let me tell you, it's hard to find a decent highlighter brush. But this is called Sarcophagus, and it is by Jeffree Star. Look at the amount that you get in here. Like, this is crazy. And I just love this subtle highlighter. And like Wayne Goss said, I just put it on my nose like that, put a bit over here. So yeah, let me highlight the mustache that I have. Actually, I had a lip wax, so there's not going to be any little hairs today. I will be right back. I'm going to put my hair on and I'm going to put some lipstick on. So this way you can see the whole effect. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm done. All of the makeup is on. I put lipstick on, and my lipstick color today is a mix of a lot of things. I have the coral CoverGirl Stay. It's like the 12-hour. Oh, here it is. It's the CoverGirl Outlast Custom Reds, and it is in the color 800, the custom coral. I don't care for corals on me, so I did go over it with the NYX Butter Gloss in Meringue. I'm weird with lipstick. I really like to stick to pinks and caramels because my lips, like, they're not what they used to be. They used to be really nice. And as I've aged, I've got fish lips. So I try to like play my fish lips down. And you know what? I'm being honest. This is what happens with aging. All of us age differently, where I'm pretty lucky that I don't really have wrinkles by my eyes, but my fish lips are a bone of contention with me, and I really want to get my chin lifted, but I can't afford it. But I also want to show you, even though makeup does wonders to cover and even my skin out. The texture of my see the texture of my skin? I had acne when I was younger. I had acne on my chin. So my skin isn't the smoothest, and that's okay because I'm not looking for foundation or makeup to smooth my textured skin out. That would be asking for a lot. Basically, I want makeup to just enhance what I used to have and even out my skin tone. So that's it. This isn't the best get ready with me, but at least it just gives you an idea of how I do apply my makeup. And what I'm trying to say is no matter what age you are, even when you get older, makeup can still be fun. Um, I know I'm not the best example because I have really wonky eyes and, whatever. I don't have a studio. The lighting sucks. Everything about my videos basically stink. And the only thing that I can give you is my honesty and my personality. My personality may not be for everybody, but I just try to put some humor in what I do. So that's it. If you like this, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. And if you really enjoy an honest to goodness, like no nonsense, no bullshit video, then subscribe because I do try my best to make videos on a regular basis, like once a week. Um, so that's it. Have a great Sunday. Have a great day. I am off to do some blog writing and, you know, stop Chippy from eating fabric. So that's it. Take care and just have a really good day. And keep it real. Don't keep it phony. Keep it real because keeping it real in the long run is a lot better.